Okay, I know it's Sunday and you get ready to watch the Cowboy game. I'm racing to get home myself to watch the Cowboys give us a victory, and I hope it's a good victory finally for the first time this year, because the other one, I don't really know if that counts, but I'll take it. It's a win. But we're here on a Sunday. We're here doing well, the guys are actually here doing a foundation repair so we can get in there and do the remodel on the house. So this is what's going on here. Look at the trailer over there. This is the second load of dirt that we're having to haul out here. You can see this other load of dirt here. That will actually go back into the holes that we're digging for the foundation. The other dirt has to be hauled out of here because you can't put it back. If you pull 1 cubic foot of soil out of here, by the time it's fluffed up, it's gonna be 3, so you can't compact it to get it back. So anyways, these guys are working hard. But while we're here, 2 houses down, a gentleman asked me to give him an inspection. So what I wanna do is do an inspection with you all and kind of show you when you call for a free inspection, I'm not only inspecting the roof, we're inspecting the whole house. We are inspecting the whole, Colton, go in front of me, please. We are inspecting the whole house. We're looking at the roof, we're looking at the walls, we're looking at the foundation, I'm looking at the gutters, we're looking at the fence, we're looking at the windows, we're looking at everything. But today we're gonna focus more on the foundation. So we're gonna start on this side of the house and work our way around the back. So as you come here, the first thing I'm gonna note is that the gutter's damaged. So I'll give them that. Has nothing to do with the foundation, but I'm gonna put those things need to be fixed on the house. So here's the gutter. You can see that this is coming down. I'll put that in a report so he can get those things fixed. When we're looking at a foundation, we're looking at the gaps here in the windows. We're looking, is there cracks coming through here? They're not there. We're looking at all the joints where all this wood meets. So it meets here in the corner. Zoom in on there, you can see that right there. Has a little separation, but it's not enough to be worried about. In here, look at that, zoom in and get this close. You see that right there? See how tight that is? There's no foundation issues here. So you're gonna take this piece of wood all the way across, and then look, this is where it meets the other one. Look at that separation there. There's no separation. So far the house is looking great. We're looking at all the joints, even the gutters. We're looking in here. That looks great, that corner. We're walking across this way. Same thing. We're looking at all the wood. Look at that corner. It looks good. So that's not an issue. Then we're gonna come across here. We're looking at, again, the gaps in the windows. Are your windows hard to open or close? That would be a clue. But look at that, those gaps, other than the horrible job someone did putting on the caulk. It looks horrible, but there's no space there, so that's good. Look at that, all nice and tight. Everything's tight there. We're going towards the front. Love the fact that they're flying an American flag. Awesome, that should give them a discount, just that alone. Look up here, see that? Nice and tight, no problem so far. Look at that, all inside here, nice and tight. All the wood, you see that? No, wait a minute, here's something. Look at that, see that gap there, but it's nice and tight at the front. So just don't assume anything. That could just be someone who made a bad cut or things are not squaring up perfect. So that doesn't mean you have a foundation issue, but we're gonna take note, there's one there. So then we're gonna come across here. I'm gonna bet you that's nothing, because look, again, nice and tight. Everything is nice and tight. Windows look perfect. All that looks good, no crack in the brick. Here's a little bit, but it's following the mortar and coming down here. It's probably not a big deal, I don't think, because again, all the wood and everything's lining up nice and tight. Coming in here, looking at the corner where these 2 walls meet. Oh, look at there. So there's a problem. I kind of see that. I don't think it's a big enough problem to worry about. I would just tell them if it starts getting any worse than that, and maybe you can zoom in there a little bit. If it starts getting worse than that, then maybe that's when they need to call in for an inspection. That inspection is usually about, I get an engineer out here to do it, and that's somewhere between $350 and $400 and $500, depending on how large your house is. But again, that looks all fine there. This here, all the gaps look good here. All this is fine right in here. That's just regular mortar stuff. That's not a big deal there. Walking around this way, I was really hoping I can find an expansion joint, and I couldn't find one. So again, you know, look at this gap here. 1/8 of an inch. It probably just needs caulk. That's all that it is there. The house really needs a good paint job. I do not see a reason to spend any money to have an engineer come out here and look at this foundation. So I don't see an expansion joint on this house, and I don't really see one on the neighbors that I was going to show you. But maybe I'll add it to this clip later where you can see an expansion joint and what your house is doing by looking at that expansion joint. So anyways, go Cowboys. Let's bring home the victory. You all have a good weekend.